people who don't think about oversight, they think about some of these, really performative, hearings they see on TV in Congress, which is really about scoring political points. It's not really about holding people accountable, or maybe it's about holding people accountable, but certainly not about finding answers and finding a path forward together, right? It's really about gotcha a little bit. And so I guess I wonder what your take is right now on, and we'll get to the work you're doing in the states in a second, but while we're staying kind of in Congress for a minute, what your take is on how we can get back to, or whether there are bright spots we're not seeing on TV in Congress where people are operating, doing oversight in kind of a more constructive way.
Well, well, I'll start with your second question. There are some bright spots, but not nearly enough bright spots, and there are fewer than there were in the past. We give an award to lawmakers at either the federal or state level for doing excellent oversight. It's the Carl Levin Effective Oversight Award, and just back in December, we gave the award to Jon Ossoff, the U.S. senator from Georgia, for his bipartisan investigation into the U.S. prison system, the Bureau of Prisons, to a multi-year investigation that he did in cooperation with Republicans to get to the bottom of a whole bunch of problems in our federal prison system that led to a report, extensive findings and recommendations that were then turned into a legislation that passed unanimously. So, these were big reforms about a very challenging issue. And the issue of corrections and crime, that's not always been an issue that Democrats and Republicans have seen the same way. But that's part of the point, is that when you do work across the aisle and put facts before party, put country before party, and work on the facts, you're not going to change each other's philosophy, but you do have an opportunity to get to the bottom of a core issue and reach an understanding on some key facts that can then provide a sort of a foundation for potential compromise. And that's what people forget, that our system is really based on compromise. The framers created these competing co-equal branches of government, a federal system where sovereign states operate within this larger federal system. And so there are a lot of people who can veto. There are a lot of veto points in the system, and that's by design. And so the design is that we are supposed to be able to work together and compromise. And what we've not been seeing enough of, now for years and years, is a belief that compromise is something that's desirable.